As we work our way into the weekend forecast, we are getting some quieter weather as it's been an active week from watching temperatures dip into our Wednesday to then Thursday and Friday, making a big rebound and then bringing some strong to severe storms. But the quieter weather pattern ahead will still include some high based thunderstorms, meaning that we're definitely seeing more of that stay within the mountain ranges of the Colorado Rockies, extending up through some of our higher elevation points and maybe carrying some storms into the Nebraska panhandle. But the threat is low. What we are going to be seeing that is going to be more of our emphasis of the forecast is stacking up the 90s as through next week we're going to have several days we are going to head towards those 90s and some of our warmer regions like the Nebraska panhandle even maybe striving for those triple digits. And the warmth is going to be paired up with dry air conditions, meaning that the dew points are low, meaning there's not a lot of moisture in our air that limits the humidity like was seen off towards the northeast the last week, but it does increase our fire weather concerns, and that's going to be a big concern, especially as we take a look at the current drought. Now this drought is pulled in with the precipitation through June 18th. So it doesn't include any of the precipitation we've seen the last few days. But either way, we are noting that the expansion of even moderate to severe drought is seen across the local area. And just in a week's time, we've seen that expansion as the following weeks have been a bit drier for us. From our winter months into the spring, we had some wet weather and then it really dried out. So we are going to keep an eye on those drought potentials because the drier our soil conditions are and the dry air with the warm temperatures, that can lead to quick fire spread. Now for a Saturday, not too much of a fire threat in place is what we are seeing is that Saturday is our transition day. We still have some of those thunderstorms there on the board, but again, when it comes to that thunder risk, one, it's not severe. We have this general risk that some rumbles will be found, and our biggest emphasis is one across areas of Colorado, and some of those storms might be able to carry in this northeasterly direction where that general risk is expanded, but we're not expecting any widespread thunderstorm activity. These are going to be very weak storms, really just going to include that little rumble possible there for our local Laramie and Cheyenne area where those storms can develop over those high-based areas, but then they don't have much carry as they work over these plain regions where we're expecting the warming trend to start to take hold, where from Saturday into Sunday, we see a big reflection in the warming trend, even already upper 90s for Scottsbluff, 91 into Lusk, 88 into Medicine Bow, to 95 into Casper. So there is some potential that we may be talking about some near records on the board. Monday is looking to be very similar. We're looking at, again, widespread 90s. Now, Monday, again, we're going to see a fairly similar setup to our Saturday where some of those maybe high base storms may be able to develop and have some carry to them. So there is some isolated risks there that will be mentioned. And then we'll see through the week that some isolated potential will be around. Some better chances for more widespread activity will come Wednesday and Thursday. But overall, we'll have to keep an eye on those daily threats as it is not an organized system that we are seeing, as our more organized weather pattern that we have in place is a very strong high that is going to lead to those summer-like temperatures to take us through much of next week.